We're here at the Corral Center in Kanata, Ontario. I'm Jim Houston. With me in the booth is Craig Simpson. Coming up, Game 3 of the Eastern Conference quarterfinal between the Ottawa Senators and the Atlanta Thrashers. Ottawa can pull ahead in this series with a win here at home.
These are the games they have to win if they want to make a run in the postseason. It's all about grit and determination.
It's certainly not going to get any easier fighting from behind. Here's a look at tonight's referee.
Jim, he's a 10-year veteran who's known to call the game tight. Don't be surprised to see a lot of penalties called in this one.
All right, now it's time for the opening face-off for today's game. Face-off won by White. Thrashed.
There's one to remember.
Moved ahead into the attacking zone. Hasek made the pad save. Brings it out. End to end. Wrist shot by Alfredson. Nurminen reached out for the puck. Brings it out. In over the line. With a wrist shot. Blocked. Over. Out of their defensive end. Over the line.
Hit. There's some physical play.
Shoots quickly. Brings it out. Over the blue line. He gets checked by Redden.
Jim, that was a major league bump.
Into the attacking zone. Quick pass up. A shot from the slot by Chara. Nurminen turned the shot aside. Over center. In over the line. Sent flying.
A devastating hit.
Through center. Over the line. Shove. Sutton fires hard. Turned away. Hasek covers up. Watch how quickly this guy gets down in his butterfly.
Well, Jim, he just dares shooters to go 5-hole, then takes it away at the last second. He's lightning quick with his pads.
The faceoff goes to the Thrashers. He gets shoved by Alfredson. Shoots the puck. Hasek gets a pad on it. Over the blue line. Shove. In front. Nurminen hangs on for the whistle. They're getting ready for the face-off. Thrashers get the face-off. It's moved over by McEachran. Into the attacking zone. He gets hit by Havlat.
Knocked him right off the play.
Hasek freezes the puck. The ref is signaling for the face-off. And the face-off is won by Hossa. McEachran cranks one. Precision blocks the shot. In over the line. Hossa gets rocked.
He got worked over on that one.
Out of their defensive end. Over the line. A penalty has been called. Simpson will serve time for roughing. I guess he went a bit too far there.
Hockey's a physical sport, Jim, but you have to know when enough's enough. Otherwise, you get a penalty.
Atlanta is about to go on the power play for the first time in this game.
Jim, they've got some good finishers in their lineups, but they like to keep it simple. Point shots with lots of traffic in front.
Nurminen turned him away. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Shot from the wing by Petrovicki. Hasek reached out for the puck. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Passed ahead. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Shove. Alfredson brings it out. Ottawa puts its #1 penalty-killing unit out.
Way off the mark that time.
Brings it out. Over the blue line. Picked off by Chara. Out of their defensive end. We've reached the midway mark of the bench. Ooh, quick shot. Blocked. Passed across. Brings it out. In over the line. Big hit.
He delivered a message with that one.
Brings it out. Over the line. Bumped off the puck. Behind the net. out of their defensive end. End to end. Played back. He gets leveled.
Oh, he corked him a good one.
Brings it out. In over the line. Shoots it hard. Blocked. The ref indicates a delayed call against Atlanta. Bumped by Haviland. Robitaille gets called for hooking. It's pretty obvious he's not happy about this call and he's having a word with the official. The faceoff goes to Ottawa. Simpson exits the penalty box, meaning his team now has a 5-on-4 advantage over the blue line. Brings it out. Over the line. Shove.
That was a big league body check.
DeVries controls the puck. One-time shot. Nurminen made the brilliant save. Face-off won by White. Centers it. In front. Nurminen makes an unbelievable save. Into the attacking zone. Shoots the puck. Played over. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Right in front. Stick save. In front. White shoots it quickly. Nurminen covers up for the whistle.
There's a lot of emotion in this game, and these two teams just don't like each other. You can see it starting to come to the forefront.
The players are lining up at the face-off circle. And the face-off is won by White. Right in front. Shove. Nurminen hangs on for the whistle. Kozlov has a real laser of a shot.
He's deadly when he gets the puck in scoring position. This guy rarely misses a target.
And like all great scorers, he likes to use a wrist shot to really pick his target. Scores!
The puck came back out, and he was ready and waiting for it.
Ottawa has let loose early.
When you can get your offense off to a quick start, the rest of the game can seem very easy.
Over center. Into the attacking zone. Delayed penalty coming up for Atlanta. Tarnqvist will get the gate for interference.
He's not happy about getting that minor, but he's going to the box anyway.
Ottawa has one power play goal already, and they'll get a second opportunity here. Face-off won by White. Quick shot from the right. Nurminen denies him. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Knocked over.
That was a throwdown.
Across. Over the line. He gets run over by Kovalchuk. A delayed penalty call against Ottawa. Brings it out. The Thrashers are going to make a change. Crushed.
Another hit like that and sparks will fly.
Bondra is going off for hooking. Robitaille won the draw. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Thrashed.
Great contact.
Turned over. Shoots the puck. Nurminen with a huge save. There's a look at Ottawa's new coach who takes over a team that is already one of the best in the league. About to drop the puck. And the faceoff is won by Hossa. Pass to the point. Moved up. Passed over. Up through center. In over the line. Blocked by Simpson. Brings it out. Over the blue line. He gets bowled over by Majewski. Scramble for the puck. Nurminen covers up. We're ready for the face-off. White wins the face-off. In front. Nurminen turned the shot away. He hangs on. There's a look at Ottawa's new coach who takes over a team with the burden of expectation. He's expected to win the Stanley Cup. White won the draw. Over the line, right in front. Hasek hangs on for the whistle. Hossa hasn't been firing the puck much, but he's managed to put one in.
Well, obviously, he's got the scoring ability. He just needs to get more shots. Sometimes you've got to make your own opportunities.
The faceoff goes to the Senators. Brings it out. In over the line. Shove. Delayed call coming up. Bondra has been nailed for hooking. You can see that the coach isn't very happy about this call at all. Atlanta will go on the power play once again. They weren't able to capitalize on their first power play. Let's see if they can do it here. Brings it out. An Ottawa Senators shoot-in. Played back. In front. Great save! Nurminen covers up for the whistle. They're getting ready for the faceoff. An Ottawa faceoff win. It's played back by White. The door is shut by Nurminen. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Caberlet, right in front. Fires hard. Hasek gets a leg on it. Robitaille gets called for hooking. Stefan wins the faceoff. Taken out.
Talk about a headache.
Brings it out. Over the blue line. Moved over. Brings it out. Thrashed.
Let's see how he responds to that.
Over the line. Run over.
A great job of stepping up.
Into the attacking zone. Delayed call. Alfredson is going to the box for hooking. And you can see the coach is having a word with the official about that last call. With 4 players on either side, this game should open up.
Well, look for some longer passes and more odd man rushes. The tempo of this game could really pick up.
Nice little move by Stefan. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Shove. Hossa left his man dizzy.
Jim, it looked like he was going to stop, but instead spun off the defender.
Robitaille comes out of the box, putting his team on the power play. In the corner. In front. Across. Ottawa under attack in its own end of the rink. Over the line. Shove. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Blocked. Over. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Oh, he hit the post. And out they come with a puck. In over the line. He gets taken out by Chara.
That was a devastating blow.
Over the line. Caberlet levels him.
Now that's how you body check someone.
Checked.
That's showing authority.
Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Hit.
It's getting rough out there.
Moved ahead. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Robitaille fires it. Hasek made the save. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Sent flying.
These checks keep everyone on their toes, Jim.
Robitaille. Bowled over.
He couldn't avoid that one.
Moved across. Over the line. He gets roughed up by Scharnfist. A lateral pass. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Robitaille shoots. Run over.
It's getting pretty intense down there.
Hasek hangs on for the whistle. The ref is ready to drop the puck. Gobin won the draw. Majewski intercepts the puck over the blue line. In over the line. Checked.
That looked like trouble.
Over the line. Nurminen makes the brilliant save. Moved up. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. A shot from the slot by Tremblay. Hasek covers up. The players are lined up and ready for the face-off. Face-off won by Hossa. Volchenkov corrals the puck. Hossa grabbed it. Over the blue line. Thrashed.
I wouldn't want to be him right now.
And time winds down as the first period comes to an end with the score 1-0. Welcome back to what's been a close game so far.
Let's see if the second period can shake things up a bit.
An Ottawa face-off win. Hossa gets shoved out of their defensive end. In over the line. Bowled over.
A smackdown.
Over the line. Hit.
You can hear that one up here.
Taken out.
I could feel that one from here.
Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Played back.
A great deep.
Turned away. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Shoots the... He scores! And it's 2-0.
A loose puck after the initial shot led to that goal. Rebounds like that are lethal to a goalie.
Atlanta with another defensive lapse.
And those will kill you in a game like this.
He gets hit by Sharnqvist.
Sends him packing.
In over the line. Pass to the slot. Kovalchuk shoots the puck. Over the line. Tarnqvist shoves him. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone.
How about that deep? He really hung him out to dry.
Shoots the puck. Volchenkov grabbed it. Kozlov moves it ahead. Hard one-timer. Leg save. Over the blue line. He gets pushed by Tremblay. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. He gets hit by DeVries. Gobert shoots the puck. Over the line. Dalfredson gets checked.
Excellent physical play.
The Senators come in offside. The puck is about to be dropped. A face-off win for the Atlanta Thrashers. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Passed over by Kovalchuk. Over the blue line. Redden checks him.
That was intimidation.
In over the line. Knocked down. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Moved over. Cranked him.
No mercy on that play.
It's played over by Tapper. Into the attacking zone. Fires! Knocked over.
That shook him up.
Up through center. Over the blue line. He gets leveled by Chara.
He caught him napping with that hit.
Passed over. In over the line. Checked. Hossa! Nurminen covers up for the whistle. Bob Hartley brings an impressive track record to this young Thrashers squad.
Jim Hartley successfully coached in the Quebec and American Hockey Leagues before leading the Colorado Avalanche to a cup in 2001.
Robitaille, now with the puck, brings it out. Over the line. Worked over.
He took a solid check there.
Checked. Taken out. At center. Into the attacking zone. Hit. Out of their defensive end. Coast to coast. Shoved. Hossa brings it out. In over the line. Quick puck movement. Run over. It's flipped up by Volchenkov. Over the line. He gets run over by Majewski. Vijay brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Simpson knocks him over. Over the blue line. Right in front. Nurminen denies him. Aubin out of their defensive end. Over the line. Scores! Top shelf!
What a sweet wrist shot right there. He just picked his spot and snapped it home.
Ottawa is starting to lose their edge.
Well, they still lead by a goal, but we all know how quickly that can vanish.
Face-off won by Van Allen. Flattened, and the play is offside. They're getting ready for the face-off. Hossa wins the face-off. A shot from the slot by Hasler. He scores!
Let's look at that one again, guys. See how he unloads that wrist shot? It's pure skill, Jim. Great goal.
Down by 2 goals, how do you stay positive?
You break it down. 1 goal this period, 1 in the third. All of a sudden, it doesn't seem so bad.
Brings it up. In over the line. With a wrist shot, Hasek makes the save. Over center. Into the attacking zone. Hit. Run over. Rink-wide pass. Chara rips a shot. Nurminen turned the shot aside. Stick save. He hangs on to the puck. What really impresses me about this guy is how quick he gets across the crease.
Well, he likes to stand tall in there, and that makes it easy to get post to post.
The ref is signaling for the faceoff. A faceoff win for the Atlanta Thrashers. He gets laid out by Van Allen out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Rips one. Right in front. In over the line. In front. Hasek hangs on for the whistle. So much of this game is about confidence.
Well, that's just it. Once a guy's found the scoreboard, he's always hungry for more.
Defenders should be keeping tabs on this guy. The action's about to start. And the faceoff is won by Aubin. Hossa roughs him up. Pass back. Right in front. Turned aside by Hasek. Shoots the puck. Great glove save. Moved ahead. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Hit. Brings it out. Over the blue line. He gets rocked up by Hossa. Ottawa's going to make a change. In front. Nurminen freezes the puck. The players are lining up at the face-off circle. Face-off won by Hossa. Brings it out. In over the line. He gets taken out by Volchenkov out of their defensive end. Over the line. Checked. Shoots the puck. Nurminen shuts the door. Brings it out. Moved over the blue line. Hit. Kozlov shoots the puck. Hasek covers up.
Those 2 points should prove that this guy knows how to get the puck into the back of the net.
He's been an asset to his team and a threat to the opposition all night, Craig. Robitaille won the draw. He gets hit by Chara. Robitaille intercepts the puck. Hasek closed the door. Into the attacking zone. Intercepted. Brings it out. Puck is dumped in on the inboards by Sutton. Tarnqvist moves it ahead. Van Allen dumps it in on the inboards. Passed across. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Right in front. Hasek with a brilliant save.
Jim, he cannot believe his eyes. He had that one already up on the scoreboard, only to find the goalie to make a great save.
About to drop the puck. The faceoff goes to the Thrashers. Majewski went long. In front. Gobert. Quick shot. Scores!
When they say timing is everything, that is what they mean.
Ottawa lets one by, and that cuts their lead to a single goal.
And there's still plenty of time left for the other team to get back in this one.
He gets checked by Tremblay.
He leveled him.
Brings it out. A lateral pass. Over the line. Brings it out. Over the blue line. He gets leveled by Majewski. Over. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Crushed. Pass to hit. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Knocked down. It's a scramble. Roughed up. He gets bowled over by Larson. Stick save. Circles the net. Nurminen hangs on for the whistle. The Senators have applied tremendous pressure almost from the outset.
And they're winning all the battles for loose pucks. And it's created a lot of chances. The hard work is paying off in the scoreboard.
Robitaille wins the draw. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Shove. That'll wrap up the second. 3-2 is the score as we head to the break. It's still anyone's game as we get ready for the third period. We're ready for the face-off. And the face-off is won by Hossa. Cranked him. He got dropped. Havlid in over the line. Hit. Quick pass up. Brings it out. Over the line. Chara gets knocked down. Out of their defensive end. Over into the attacking zone. Shove. Caberlet thrashed.
He got clocked that time.
Moved back. Skating through center ice. Alfredson brings it out. Over the blue line. Pushed. Brings it out. Over the line. One-timer. Stoned by Kozlov. Scores! He left that rebound in the wrong spot. No doubt about it.
Exactly. And they lit the lamp as a result.
They've tied it early in the third.
That frees them up to chase the win. And you know they'll be going for it.
He gets run over by Sharnqvist. Pass to head. Into the attacking zone. Over. In over the line. Kovalchuk gets leveled.
You could feel the impact up here.
Over the blue line. He gets hit by Sutton.
He slammed him big time.
Alfredson knocked over.
Man, that was a jarring hit.
Knocked him off the puck. Hossa moves it ahead. Over the line. Alfredson gets roughed up.
That'll keep him honest.
Out of their defensive end. Ottawa puts its checking line out. Into the attacking zone. Right in front. Brings it out. In over the line. It's played up by Larson. Over the line. Hard wrist shot by Vigé. Precision gets in the way. Tremblay shoots. Stone cold by Hasek. Brings it out. End to end. Rink wide pass. It's centered by Chara. Shove. Mowed down. Out of their defensive end. The Thrashers are going to make a change. Bowled over. In behind. Played up. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Shoved. Long pass. Over the line. Wrist shot by Tapper. Blocked. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Sent flying. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Nurminen denies him. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Mowed down. Up through center. Over the line. Rubbed off the puck. Robitaille grabbed it. Brings it out. Atlanta puts its scoring line out. Turned aside by Hasek. Passed ahead. Over the blue line. Hit. Alfredson. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Nice move there by Kovalchuk. Havlid. In front. Hasek made the save. Over the line. Taberley mows him down. Sends him down. Hossa. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Kovalchuk gets knocked over. Brings it out. In over the line. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. He gets roughed up by Hossa. Very impressive. Quick pass up. Ottawa puts its third line out. In front. He scores to make it 4-3. Got behind the defense with the puck and put it past the netminder nicely.
Toughest spot for a goalie is one-on-one. He lost that job.
We're seeing excellent action here in the third.
Absolutely. And there's enough time on the clock for plenty more.
Robitaille, wrist shot. Played across, brings it out. Over the blue line. Thrashed. It's coughed up by Sutton. He gets taken out by Fisher. In over the line. Leveled. Quick puck movement. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Sutton works him over.
Jim, that's how you earn respect in this game.
Out of their defensive end. The Thrashers are going to make a change. Muscled off the puck. Simpson moves it ahead. Over the line. He gets rocked by Havlid.
Shook him up and took him down.
Coast to coast. Robitaille controls the puck. Knocked over. Played over. In over the line. Shot from the wing by Schaefer. Saved by Nurminen. Over the blue line. He gets laid out by Hossa.
He dropped the hammer on him.
Into the attacking zone. Big hit. Brings it out. Over the line. He gets leveled by Havlat.
That's an impressive hit.
Passed ahead. In over the line. Saved by Nurminen. Out of their defensive end. Larson over the blue line. Missed the net. A lateral pass. Shot quickly by Vigé. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. He gets roughed up by Majewski. Slap shot ripped by Alfredson. Brings it out. Over the line. He gets checked by DeVries. In over the line. In front. Shoots the puck. Nurminen covers up for the whistle. Ottawa has done a great job avoiding penalties.
Well, you want to stick up for yourself, but you don't want to cost your team. They're playing smart hockey, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Face-off won by Hossa. Long pass. One time. Turned away. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Crushed. Into the attacking zone. Nurminen is getting yanked.
Right now, they need the extra attacker in a big way.
Over the line. Alfredson.
No control, and the puck goes wide.
Skating through center ice. Gets the shot off. Turned aside by Hasek. Brings it out. In over the line. Oh, off the crossbar. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Right in front. Gets the shot off. And he covers up for the face-off. The Senators seem to play this game with a chip on their shoulder.
Yeah, they're a big, aggressive team that tries to intimidate. If you shy away, hey, they've won the battle. You have to stand your ground.
Hossa won the face-off. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. With a wrist shot. Shove. In front. He gets checked by Chara. Tremblay shoots the puck. Blocked. Hossa brings it out. Into the attacking zone. He misses. Circles the net. Pavla went short. Breaks one. He scores on the empty net. Nothing risked, nothing gained, I guess.
Well, they had to take a chance by pulling the goalie late. That empty netter sealed the deal in this one.
Ottawa adds insult to injury with a very late insurance goal.
It's a good thing they did, Jim. Don't want to leave any chance of a comeback.
That's it. Atlanta lost this game and trails the series by 1. From Canada, Ontario, this is Jim Houston with Craig Simpson.
From all the team here at EA Sports, we'll see you next time.
You